I sat on that.
You're good.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, welcome, everybody. We are at the June 15th, Sustainability Board, meeting. Did we get the May minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Deb sent them.
Oh, yes, she sent them, okay.
I don't know that I got them.
Oh, she might not have had your,
Oh, maybe she didn't have your name on there.
well, we can push that to next.
Let's push
time.
it for next
Sure.
month, okay?
I'd like to look at them again. I think there was a couple of things that maybe needed
Yeah.
tweaking, so,
Okay.
okay.
Do we have a secretary volunteer for June?
I could do June, because I won't be here in July.
Okay. Okay. Public comment. You're our public. No comment. Okay, Stephanie is here for, new business, and I told her we'd shove her way to the front of the, meeting,
Right.
because she would like to talk to us about the Sustainability Festival in
Great.
September.
Oh, thanks. I thought I was gonna wait to hear all the old business. This is groovy.
Well, you can if you want to, but, you know.
You're welcome to stay as long as you want after this, too. Want to.
There we
Yeah,
go.
cozy up, tell us about this. And what's the date for that?
September 10th, 2 to 7, at the Roosevelt Center. Did you forward the flyer to everybody?
Yes,
I
yes.
have one right here.
Because I didn't bring a bunch, because I didn't.
No, we haven't, we got it.
Okay, cool.
And this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's one right there.
Yep.
So, yeah, I have redone that as of today, because, there's a couple sponsors that I wanted to add to it, and then
Great.
also, yeah, it's really nice. And then also, I've kind of changed the wording, because, I have, right now, today was my 13th vendor, and there's a long list of maybe also that many more who are probably mostly gonna sign up, you know, they're kind of, just haven't done it yet, and then some people that I'm not really sure if they will or not. So I feel pretty good about vendors at this point, and now I'm trying to get, musicians to commit to like 1 hour of this thing. So for Songwriter Festival, I thought I'd put up a different flyer that's more like, musicians, come for 1 hour.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you might get
Yeah.
regional people to come and.
Yeah, it would be super cool. I've asked them, trying to convince Linnell Kruckeberg to wheel a piano out there for 40 minutes or so.
Mhm.
That would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Naftal, Naftal.
okay.
Has everybody looked at the website page for it?
No.
Okay,
no,
let
no.
me,
No.
this is the easiest way. You
Okay.
can get there via the flyer, but this website too
Okay.
is another way that you can look at that web. If you go on the website, there's a tab at the top that says Sustainability Festival, super easy to
Okay.
find.
All right.
And then you can get some more information from that if you want to. But,
Great.
yeah, I mean, the idea is really just raise the bar, you know, for all of us. I think it's really easy to be lazy unless something's pushing you to get new packaging for your business, or just cut out the one more thing that you've been meaning to cut out that's not sustainable in our lives. So the idea is to inspire each other as community members, business owners, and then inspire our neighbors, inspire everybody that comes. I'm hoping the weather will be good. We'll be out on the lawn and people are driving by and seeing it and coming in.
And
So
this is a Thursday?
it's a Thursday.
Okay.
So the idea there, instead of a weekend, is a lot of people just leave on nice weekends.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And September should still be nice. It's typically still nice. And then, you know, if you have it on a weekend or you have it in the middle of the day, there's people working. So I thought maybe from 2 to 7, it would give an opportunity for people to come that don't normally get to come to stuff like that during the day or after work in the evening and after, you know, not going away yet for the weekend and stuff like that.
Do you have any food vendors that will be there? So if someone wanted to, we'll just have our dinner there.
Nasser, who's the new baklava guy at the farmer's market. Yeah, so, hopefully him. He hasn't paid yet, but he's on the list, and he's talked to me twice about it, so, you know, he's working out some packaging issues, and so, you know, this is one of the things, is like, let's set the bar higher for ourselves, like, it's time to do that. And so he's figuring that stuff out, and then hopefully Asano and Maya
Hmm.
with food, you know, not just bread or baked things, but like the sandwiches and the
Mhm.
bowls and all that stuff would be. If Asano decides not to do it, which she says she's gonna do it, she's just like, we're figuring stuff out, you know?
Mhm.
But if she were to back out, I would be like, who's gonna do food? Because it's nice that she uses local ingredients, and her packaging is sustainable packaging, and, you know, I'm just like not gonna do the compromise of get a food vendor in there that serves everything in styrofoam.
You don't want the
Like, I
Cooney
just
dogs?
can't
That's down by Bo Danny's?
do it. I really don't.
Would Wild Table?
No, what are you talking about?
Haven't
Did
you
say
seen?
Cooney dogs?
Yeah, it's like the,
Down by Bone Daddy?
it's down by Bo Daddy's, they
I've
sell
seen them
dogs.
right there in
and-
the.
They're not Cooney dogs, they're, what are they?
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs, and, you know, crap
You
like
talking about the soda hole?
No, no,
It's
no,
a-
no,
it's
no,
a
no.
food truck.
It's a food truck.
Corn
It
dog
is a
food
food-
truck?
Well, that
Yeah.
requires no utensils, it requires no. and,
Right, and usually has a
stick.
wooden stick.
Yeah, yeah.
But the ingredients might be less than.
Do you think the Wild Table might be a backup?
I don't know, maybe.
It's the grub goblin, or maybe that is the corn dog thing.
Grub.
I don't think so, I think that's different.
I don't know what she does. so
I haven't
I've never
either,
eaten it.
but-
Super Sandwich might do it, in the
Yeah,
basement
maybe.
there.
Yeah,
you
there's
know.
options.
Yeah,
Asano's an easy option,
Right.
Hopefully
She's
she'll be able
dialed
to-
in on the topic
mm-hmm.
enough that I don't have to, like, walk her through
Right.
anything either. She doesn't have to reinvent anything to do this.
Right.
And so some of the vendors are like, Virginia Cross is gonna have a table talking about how she mostly got plastics and totally got single-use plastics out of their lives.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
And just a home life for
Yep,
business.
yep.
Okay.
So people like Virginia who aren't marketing a business or selling anything, they don't pay a fee for their table. But then like Jess Parpart from Thousand Leaves, she's an herbalist,
Mm.
she's gonna come, so she's paying because she's gonna be selling some of her
Mm-hmm.
products and talking about essential oils and like the amount of plant material it takes to make essential oils, that this is not really sustainable. So everybody's trying to get a little creative, which is cool. Janine, I don't know her last name now, Janine Johnson. She lived here, Logan Johnson's wife. No?
Not sure.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
everybody knew Janine, but anyway, she's doing upcycle clothing now.
Oh, good.
So she's coming and she's gonna talk about, you know, what happens to all this clothing and the landfills and the oceans and the plastics, and so she's doing this, like, this kind of fancy upcycle clothing now.
Okay.
So that's just an example of a couple of them. What's another one? Oh, like the tool library table will be there, and, so Jen Battles.
Yep.
Jen Battles is gonna have a table talking to people how she turned her hard rock dirt yard with Jeremy into food and beauty. What'd you say?
That's important.
First, you need labor.
So beauty and food and a community space, I mean, it's really, really nice. So she's gonna, like, walk people through the phases that they had, and I'm hoping Jeremy will have a Dark Skies observatory table.
Yeah, I mean, processing.
He's one of those on the other list.
Jeremy's on the other list, the
Yeah.
list of people that I'm pretty sure are gonna do it, but haven't officially signed up yet. I feel like every time I talk about this, I'm going like this to somebody. When are you gonna sign
I'm
up?
thinking about the bike co-op, which is right
Bike
in
Center's gonna be.
Oh, good.
No, they will, I
Good.
mean, you're figuring out who's gonna be at the table, but
Good.
I was like, you know, there's gonna be a couple tables that nobody can be at,
Oh,
including
yeah.
my business table
Uh-huh,
probably, I
yeah.
won't be at much. And so they'll have someone stationed at it, or they just won't, and they'll just have.
They're
some
open
flyers.
on that day too, I think,
Thursday
Thursday.
afternoon.
Thursday. Oh, I
Maybe.
thought they were Wednesdays, are they Thursday?
Tuesday,
I'm not sure.
Thursday,
For
yeah.
some reason, I thought
Yeah.
it might be.
And I don't know, Anna
Hope and
from Gear
Steve were
Cycle-
talking about the sustainability festival. and
the last thing on the agenda, so I.
Well,
We're,
yeah, I know.
we're jumping up.
We missed that decision.
Yeah, so Anna from Gear Cycle, that has the Gear Cycle shop, she may do Gear Cycle and she may run the Bike Center table, like,
Oh.
it's, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what it is, and I was just hoping that the city would be excited about it, support it, put the word out. on it. I'm not, I'm not worried about vendors and figuring out music and food, but people need to show up. And the city's a nice way to have people actually know about it, so that's why I'm happy that you're happy about it.
And I'm sure Beartooth Market would put up flyers.
The
Grocery store.
The grocery store? Yeah, you mean in the little,
Yeah, or just, maybe on the door even, I don't know.
Flyers we can put them all around town.
yeah,
You guys have,
that's
like-
kind of next, because now that I've done doing the music thing, I can't be here this weekend for Songwriter,
Oh,
because I have another festival to go teach at. So I was gonna get a bunch of new flyers up for the weekend, since I can't be here for that.
okay.
So you should start, they're around, but you should definitely start seeing more of them.
Okay.
Do you have recycling set up for the event, or are you hoping
That's
that
a really good idea.
everybody will
No.
do compostable
It may
stuff,
not
for
be a
example?
good
Well,
idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, the food vendors obviously will be, but, yeah, I mean, that's just, so
Because I-
Lauren Brophy is gonna do some nice signs, since she knows how to do things like that, and is actually a painter.
Nice.
So she's gonna make signs, and that's something that she could do, is make some really obvious, this is where your cans go.
And
This
I'm
is where
wondering
your
if
plastics
somebody
go.
should be there.
Yeah,
Making
maybe.
sure that
Someone
people,
does, yeah.
because I've noticed at other events in this town,
Mhm.
there's been an attempt to
Mhm.
help recycling happen, and a
In a
bin,
disaster.
and people throw
Really?
trash in,
Oh, a
because there's nobody
disaster.
there going, wait.
Okay.
And then a
Alright.
small event
It all
like that,
gets
that might be
contaminated.
That's
a stepping
really good to know.
stone to training people.
I think if we had someone who would wanna volunteer to be,
Yeah.
to both be like, hey, put that in the right spot, and help sort and take it to the,
Okay.
Sorting
someone
it.
would have to do the legwork, I feel like.
Okay, all right,
Mhm.
that's really good to know. I
But
didn't
there's-
even think about
It
that.
should mostly be compostable or recyclables
Ideally.
round, so.
Mm-hmm.
people
And
like to
then
get a
some
plastic water
trash will probably be trash too, but.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
on what-
It doesn't
really
hurt to have a
interesting.
whole table on recycling, on this is what you can recycle, this is what you can't recycle. This is the plastic that you can recycle, this is the number one, this is the number two, or
Mhm.
Maybe you
whatever.
Have the bins right in front of
And
that
the
table.
bin.
Exactly.
And the
Or
bin.
next, right
You
next
could be
to
like,
it.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you wash that out?
Seriously though, yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but, just kind of an educational type thing.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
No, that's a really good idea.
And I think
Thank you.
that's a small way to begin training people to get it.
Isn't it crazy
in
that we're
there.
still training on recyclables?
It is.
Mhm.
2026.
Well, do we
So,
want
do we wanna do
to
that?
have a
That's the
table?
question.
I think I could be there on Thursday. I need to double check
Round.
Do we have a
my
digital
massage schedule, but that's fine.
version of this that the city
Yes, I
can
can,
publish and stuff?
Corey has one.
Yeah.
That's the original, you can get it. I can keep sending you updates too, updated
So we
flyers.
should give them the latest.
Because eventually it's gonna be like,
If
A
it's gonna
flyer
go on the
that-
city webpage,
hmm?
it's gonna go on the city webpage and stuff, I think we should
Okay, perfect,
Make sure
have
it's
it.
updated.
yeah.
Send it to Jeremy because, and really, honestly, I love it that we're talking about this months in advance, but people attending
Mm-hmm,
will look at it, 3 days ahead of time.
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So that's what we found.
That's kind of why I keep changing the flyer around too, because as one thing doesn't have needs anymore, and I want space for showing who's gonna be there and who's sponsoring and stuff like that, so I will just send those to you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Should we all kind of look at calendar schedules and next month commit to, if we want to do the table? The recycling
Yeah.
bins?
Then
Don't
we can
have
plan
bins?
ahead.
Didn't we purchase
Yeah.
bins for
Well, they
the?
were the frames, you know,
Mhm.
and then you put
Put
the
the
bag
bag.
in.
Yeah, we do have those. I
We
know
have
those
those.
are.
Are they at 5555? They were in the back there at one point.
Yeah,
So
but they
you-
were iffy.
What do you mean? If
It'd be nice if we had something a
Not
little bit
sturdy.
nicer.
Yeah, where people could,
Have
yeah.
to do what we
We'll
can.
figure this
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But I think recycling could be certainly part of our table.
Okay.
you know, and yes, we would definitely like to have
How
a,
do you have a table?
I think,
Well,
I
it'll
think
be
we
probably
should
sustainability and the Parks Board.
together.
Awesome.
The Parks Board would
Awesome.
like to do kind of an Arbor Day
Mhm.
event, and, at some point, if the mayor is here, maybe Jeremy could do it instead. Just read this proclamation. It's very short.
I don't know if that's my place, but maybe.
Well,
Standing up for the
Roger
mayor?
read it last time, because the mayor couldn't be there, so I think it's okay if you do it. And then we have to plant a tree. We might not do it on Thursday,
Uh-huh.
but, and I don't know what location we're going to choose, but, we do have trees available still to plant, and so, Public Works would help us, dig the hole and all that stuff, so.
Cool. Oh, I
And we'll
love
talk
that.
about that at our July meeting.
Hope that you have something.
It's minor, I want to cycle back to your trash cans. The Community Foundation has a lot of the portable ones that expand and all, and you can talk to them possibly about.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, and they're not that far away.
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, they store them
For the
at
ski
the
folks?
Roosevelt.
Community
Oh, they do.
Foundation.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Perfect.
So do you want to talk to them about that, since it'll be at your, or do you want me to?
I think that's our job.
Okay, perfect. Yay.
I don't, you know, you're organizing this, and if this is
Yeah.
our deal, then we should do that,
Okay, cool.
okay?
Thank you.
So we'll take care of
Thank
that.
you. And also, you know, another idea behind this was that to build, you know, another unit of people, another community within our community, so that it's not just a once-a-year event, but maybe people could come together and collaborate on things, just even simple things like packaging for your business. Sometimes you have to order in these huge quantities that small businesses don't need, and it gets expensive. So things like that, to get to just come together and talk to each other, like start brainstorming some things together, and then maybe even have projects too. I mean, you made me think about it with the tree planting. I know in other places that have these kind of rural development fairs that they do, where they bring the businesses in, trying to sustain themselves in these small towns, but caring about the earth too. They do projects throughout the year, tree plantings and river cleanups and beach cleanups, and they create all these other projects out of these events. So I thought, well, this is maybe a chance to do something like that too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I think we
Thank
can
you.
just, pretty much commit to, some sort of a table with the two boards together, and we'll figure out how to do that, and we'll get back in touch with you about
Okay.
what we need, or
Great.
whatever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
thank
I'm glad
you.
you're doing this,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Thank you.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
Hopefully it
thanks.
will become annual and more.
I know, me too. I hope that. I hope
Big
that it's
festival.
annual and not just once a year.
And nice something on, you know, on the weekday for locals, you know, because
Yeah.
it'll be primarily for locals, I would assume.
I don't know. I mean, people
You
are,
know.
if it's nice, people are still here, so
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
knows?
in the summertime, it could be more.
And there are people coming from Billings for it, vendors coming from Billings.
Oh, perfect.
Native, 406 Native Roots is a sponsor now, and so she's gonna have a big setup, and hopefully she'll bring more people with her too, get more people to show up. So, yeah, hopefully a bunch of Billings people
Great.
will come too.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
putting that together.
Yeah.
We'll call you.
You call me.
We'll call you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Beth.
Yeah, thanks. All right, I'm gonna just go.
Okay.
All right.
no problem.
You're welcome.
There's
We
some
know
of this
how
I
to
wanna
find
hear,
you.
but I
We
can
got your
listen to the
number.
recording.
You can.
Thank you.
Thanks, see you later.
Bye.
All right, we're gonna move on to, old business. We've got update on Roman Theater. There's in progress.
Okay.
Ken Tebow, who is the videographer volunteering, has been out of town, and so that's been the disconnect there. So let's just say that's in progress. The next one is Republic Services contract. Dave isn't here yet, so I don't know what's going on there.
We can skip that one then.
But I do have a recycling thing. I was at the recycling center on Saturday, and chatting with Kyle, and I said, geez, you know, we're still thinking, you know, wouldn't it be nice to have some sort of a, you know, flow through here? So it's, I mean, there were
Yeah.
4 vehicles lined up outside the fence, trying
Oh,
waiting to
waiting
get in.
to.
Mm-hmm. And there were 2 of us in there. And so, and he said, well, it's not gonna work to do the circle thing behind the,
Right.
because of the trash pile that was there and the coal stuff. And so they'd have to do an environmental assessment, they'd have to blah, blah, blah. And so he said, that's not gonna work. But he had an idea, which I thought was a really good idea, and I wanted to float it by you guys. He said, what happens if we move the fence, what way is that? That's east, no, yeah, it's east. Move the fence about 10 feet east or whatever it is, because that's where the fence line is.
Not toward Beartooth Cupboards, but,
No, yes,
East
yeah,
would
okay.
be behind the
Where
bin.
the sunrise.
Yeah.
well, didn't we just put that fence
Wait a minute.
there?
No, but see, the problem is, well, I'm not sure about that, but
With something to do with the
the
wildlife
thing is,
sanctuary.
the thing is, the fence is, actually, to move the fence is really, Wildlife Sanctuary's job,
Right.
their job, because they're the ones that put the fence there. Well, they're not gonna move the fence, I'm sure. So, if we could budget in the city to move the fence back, he said, then he could move all the, and it's, I say 10 feet, but I don't know how far it is. It's a ways back, but not huge. It's certainly before the water, system comes in. You know what I'm talking about there? Anyway, if you move the fence back, kind of abutting up against that, then he'd have plenty of room to move all his dumpster and all that kind of stuff back there. And then, when you come into the recycling center, you could do kind of a U and then go out Beartooth Lane. And you could get almost a circle there with Beartooth Lane. And he said that would really, really help.
It's more of a pull
Putting in-
situation instead of.
Right, instead of an up and back,
Yeah.
it would be a pull-through, yes.
Would he put another gate in too for that, or would
I don't
you
know.
use the same gate?
It's like you'd have.
You'd have to put in another gate.
Because Beartooth Lane, I don't
What's
know, is that the one
The
on
dirt.
the north end of it all?
Yeah,
Okay.
mhm. That's the one that goes all
Yeah.
the way back to the creek.
So if you did go out that way,
Come in
Have to
like
have
you
another
normally
gate.
do and go
And then go
that
out
way.
there and then take a left and,
I'll go all the way out to the road, and
Yeah.
take the road out.
yeah.
I have to stand there and visualize it, but it sounds like a good idea.
It just, and he'd been thinking about it for a while and
is this Kyle?
Kyle, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and he has lots of time to, well, he's busy there, but he's there and he can look
And he
around
can understand the flow,
visualize
and he's
things.
been there long enough, he gets the flow.
Yeah.
So, maybe we can lean on Jeremy a little bit. I know, budgeting is this time of year, if not, the fiscal year starts in July. So I think this would be something that would be, kind of an easy fix. Quote, easy fix. Can we put that on your
Is the-
plate?
Budget done yet, or?
Yeah, I will send a thing to the, Public Works people, because I'm imagining, Mike
Yeah.
Naples and then would
Yeah,
have to
they'd have to,
Right.
they'd have to
scope
check
it
it
out.
out.
Yep.
They'd have to get a budget, a sense of how much it would cost and stuff like that.
Well, it would make it easier probably for the trucks that need to get in to pick up those dumpsters too.
Sure.
Eventually.
If they could come through and then
Sure.
exit a different way.
All right, well, we'll see,
I have no
Well-
idea if it's realistic budget-wise this year, but maybe.
Well, it's something.
okay,
we can-
well, there's never any money in the budget, so, for anything,
Well,
so
if
let's
we
face it, so.
Got a plan ironed out, maybe we could figure some creative ways to make it happen
Mhm.
too.
Maybe the sanctuary would chip in. If
Maybe half.
the city's making, exactly, if the city's making it happen, and it's really their responsibility, maybe they would chip in to, for the city to
Committed
do it.
to coordinate some of the trail work back behind them or something, I don't know, something that they would get out of it, but.
Does anybody have an in with the sanctuary on the board or whatever?
I know VR pretty well. I could-
Yeah, check with
I know
VR.
Sam,
See what
but I
they
don't
think about
know, like,
Okay.
what
Steve,
influence I
did you
would
want
have.
to say something?
Why was the fence put in its current location in the first place?
Exactly.
Just curious. I mean, it's just-
We don't know.
Well, I guess it was part of the wildlife sanctuary and they didn't want.
Why was it part of the wildlife sanctuary?
It was,
Because it's south of the what?
it's on city land right now.
The fences.
The fences.
Yeah, I thought
And
there was,
apparently it was not,
They
you
did a
know,
land swap recently.
yeah, I thought there was some talk about the fence and moving it and,
They were moving the boundaries, because,
yeah.
But not the fence.
because of the water thing, the,
that's what triggered it, but.
yeah.
The flood?
The flood?
No, the,
Put in a
um,
There's a
drainage.
stormwater drain.
the
thing.
stormwater drain that comes
Oh.
through there.
It's like a ravine or a ditch, or it's like a little canal.
Hmm.
Okay,
We
let's
should
move
have
on.
minutes.
I just thought I'd plant that
Yeah.
seed and, we'll put that on Jeremy's plate.
Yeah, 'cause
Thank
it's
you very
getting
much.
busier, that would be great to let people.
Yeah, just be easier. Bear Committee news, oh, the only thing I have for the Bear Committee, and I'm glad everybody is here because they're, the amazing, Kate Belinda has got everything but 3 sections of the golf course. So she's looking for 6 people. We thought next Monday, the 22nd, you have to do it on a Monday because that's when they put out their trash cans. So if we could get some volunteers for next Monday, it would probably be early, you know, 7:30 or something like that, because that's, I don't know when the trash comes around, but they put their cans out in the morning and then, or maybe night before, I don't know. But anyway, so, if we could get some volunteers, because the kids are all gone now. So, if we could get some volunteers, anybody available on Monday, the 22nd?
22nd.
Oh, great. Yeah, put me down, if I can't, I'll let you know, but
Okay.
whatever you're doing at 7 in the morning on Monday, huh?
Yeah, right. Julie?
Well-
I'll probably be in bed, but.
Oh, yeah, that's what I usually,
I have company that morning, but
okay.
I could do some.
You could bring your company.
I know.
It would be a fun
Field
thing for your
trip.
company to do.
I did get most of Lazy and Circle done, and then some other, you gave me that
Okay.
little handful, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And I didn't get everybody, because
They don't have all their trash cans
Yeah,
out.
their
Yeah.
cans weren't out, but, got most of it, and I've seen a lot of the cans, you know, have.
Up there on the golf course? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
already.
Kids did it.
So, yeah, I can,
Okay, I'm gonna
walk
put you
around a
down
little
as,
bit. Do we know what areas we're doing?
no, she's
Okay.
got it all figured out.
Okay.
She's got, and it will probably be maybe an hour.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's it.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's
You know, they're kind of hard to peel apart.
they are.
Yeah, there's no, like, you can't just crack it and so you're like.
Fingernail.
Bring
somebody
You
with
kind
you.
of want to have it ready,
The
you know,
teams
as
of
you're
2,
walking by. Yeah, teams
we're
of
good.
2.
We're
One-
doing teams of
one
2, she
peel-
gives 3 teams of 2, done.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have.
Hope, you available?
I think so.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
I'll let everybody know for sure.
Okay.
Kate's, gone this week, but
Okay.
we
I've got
kind of set this up.
company that day too, and I think I'd take her to Bozeman for her flight out, but not till 5:00. So I'll see if she's interested in helping with that, and get back to you.
Great,
I pick her up tomorrow.
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then me and Kate, and we're good to go.
Okay. Good, be fun.
Yeah, it's just, and then we're done. But I have a ton of well, anyway, we'll move on with, anyway, that's my bear news. Okay?
Okay, good.
Citywide solar data collection, I do have an update on that, as a matter of fact. Because I know you tried to get,
failed.
well,
I haven't done it. I think I was a little intimidated to call because there's so many construction projects all over town. I thought,
Yeah.
he's probably really busy.
I ran into Mike at the pool
Perfect.
a couple of days ago.
Oh, did you?
And I said, Mike.
You did it much better than I probably would have.
And he said, it would be easier if we just did it ourselves. If we just figured this out, how to do it, and did it ourselves.
Well,
And he said, really, what you need to do is get a hold of Henry Dykema, because he can tell us how to do it. And apparently, the solar is all working at all the city things in town, but the data collection is not
Yeah.
working. And
And that's
since
an
he
app.
was the one that installed them, I think he would be the one that would help us.
And really, I mean, we don't need to mess with the app if we just go to the site and once a month, once every 2 months?
Not once a
collect the
year,
data?
look,
Once a year, collect the
from,
data?
that's what we do at the pool.
Yeah.
This year, this is what it was
Right.
last year, this is what it was this year, this is how many kilowatts
Read
used,
it.
or whatever it is. And then,
So we just need to collect a baseline
Yeah.
this year,
yeah,
and then go back next year at the same time.
about the same time. Yeah.
And get it again.
That's it.
Okay.
Are we looking for a reading of what it has produced,
Yes,
kilowatts? Okay,
yes, exactly.
And we have to-
not necessarily what's being used.
Well, I think to
Maybe
that,
it's the same thing.
Well, same thing,
to
yeah.
that point, I was gonna say it might be, if we could get the monthly PG or Northwest Energy,
Yeah.
Northwest Energy, bills
Then we'll.
from, Lonnie or whoever does them today, maybe. I feel like that,
Would that
that
be in the
information should
bill?
be in there.
You
Sort of.
think
It's all
so?
grid tied, so it should be,
You can kind of figure it out.
yeah.
It's, it could, we should look at it.
If it's possible, I think
Who
that's
is,
the best
who is
thing.
willing to check with the bills and figure that out, and see if we can do it by bills?
Who would we talk to?
Well, Sacramento might have a idea on that as well.
Well, if, when the bill comes, now, we have solar now, and you guys have solar, right? So when the bill comes, it shows you what you got, what credit you get. So we would just need the bills for the buildings that have the solar,
Yeah, well,
right?
it would be all the city buildings, so we could just say, here's everything the city's collecting.
Yeah. Steve,
Well,
did you have
Yeah.
this building doesn't have solar panels, does it?
No.
No, but it would be like all of our,
You remember Jeff White was
Mhm.
collecting data?
Right. Right.
He couldn't be here today,
Yeah, he was
but he
probably.
said he just finished his second year of data.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how that,
What we would
Yeah,
like to do is
correspond.
take the data and then translate it to dollar amounts so that we can say to the city, look what you're saving.
Right.
look
On-
what you're using and then look what you'd be saving.
Look what you're saving, in dollar amounts as well as energy.
He's got the data, so
Okay,
you don't have to go and
I don't think
retrieve
you
it.
may not, I'm not exactly sure specifically to the nth degree what he has, but he's got a bunch of data.
Yeah.
So before you,
Yeah.
I think he was trying to compile what does the city use in total, to figure out how big of a community solar
would be
system
required.
would be needed to, or, is that even
But would that
possible?
help?
It might help, I don't
His
know.
data was that he would come up with 2 years of
He's gone through the bill, so.
So he's
Yeah,
got
I missed the
electric
last meeting when he
usage,
was
right,
there.
he's got the usage
usage,
for
yeah.
each building, right, so then we would just need to collect
He
solar.
did send us an email.
What was created.
After the
Okay.
last meeting where he was here.
Well, tell you what, I'll talk to him, why don't I have him send you all an email?
but he has to explain it to us. I'm sorry, but I'm just,
Well, he could do that, he could say.
That would be great.
This, da, 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 I have the data. And this is how I collected it, and this is what it is, he doesn't have to give you all the tables.
no, not at all.
But before you go doing some collecting efforts, it might be a good idea to see what data he
Yeah.
has.
Okay,
A
We just
summary,
need
a
building by
summary would be
building.
good.
With the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I'm not exactly sure.
I think he
what-
did, because he gave us a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
it's a spreadsheet,
And I
yeah.
think
but-
that is by building.
well, that would be great.
So shall I have him do that?
Please.
Yes.
Get ahold of, send it to you, Corey, or,
You can just send it to me, or, yeah, and I'll just send it out, that's
Okay.
fine,
okay.
perfect,
But I
thank
still
you.
think it would be good for us to, just come to the pool and look at it one day.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can
Find out all the
access the
buildings.
meter.
This is what Alan put up, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just Alan Best, and who was a former board member, and he would, and you just read
Yeah.
something, and then there's a formula that you figure out the money saved, but I'm not sure what that is.
Depends on the price of the electricity, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
changing, so.
You're right.
but you
Okay.
could do, yeah.
But that would be
theoretical.
great, if we could take it to the city and go, this is what our solar is doing, this is what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll be a good
Mhm.
result.
okay, sounds good. So, Steve is
We'll
gonna
see what
send,
Jeff
he's
sends,
gonna,
yeah.
the data
Jeff.
sent, and,
I'll look at, try to find Jeff's data that he already sent us
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna
that
look at
email
that
and
too.
see
Yeah.
if any of that makes sense too.
and if
figure
worse
out
comes to worse, I'll take a
specific building,
picture
right.
of the chart, which is just hand drawn. I think I might have sent it to you at one point. But, I'll take a picture of that. But should we hold off on Henry Dykema?
Yes, let's wait and see if we can,
If we can figure it out from
I
Jeff,
think what he
Jeff's
would
already
do is-
done it.
Okay.
then, Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Okay, thanks. The next thing is Chamber Windows budget recommendation. This is what, you got this? This is what, the Chamber sent. Don't look at the bottom number, the total number, you'll panic. But if you look at the Windows, 17, and that's for 11 windows. Okay?
11 windows total?
11 windows total replaced. So,
Oh, number 8,
yes,
11.
there's two number 8.
There are two number 8s.
Yeah, sorry.
The second
There you go.
number 8.
And
Yep,
then we
okay.
skip from 10 to 15.
Okay, so windows, oh, okay.
So again,
This would need to go to the city.
well, it has to go to the city, it has to go to, it's a recommendation, it's part of the McKinstry report that came through several years ago. And it was a recommendation. They want other stuff there, but, and I said, you know, this is the sustainability part that I think we could get behind.
Do we know these are good windows? I mean, are they,
Yeah, do we know who this
What
estimate? Well, I guess,
Windows are specified, yeah.
is
I
it
don't
from
know.
the study they did?
I believe so, I believe so.
So it's not,
It's
they
not,
haven't even approached the contractor or anything
no,
like that?
no.
okay.
No, I don't believe so. I think this was, as a result of a couple years ago, so of course everything's gone up, but,
Well, it does have
No.
the 2026 date
Yeah,
on the top.
she got money, you know, through that tourism grant
Yeah.
to
To
get
do a
this done.
to get the information. That's how it was.
Right.
Thank you. But then, now budgeting for it.
But we,
And-
they must know what windows they're talking about to know,
Yes.
Sounds
Right.
like 40 cents.
yeah.
Hopefully they tailored it toward efficiency and
I
not
hope.
historicity or something.
When I worked at the
Single
chamber,
pane.
we
Yeah.
put,
Yeah.
plastic on the inside of every window in there, which is tacky beyond belief.
Yeah.
But it works.
It works, but,
That's what I used
you
to do at
know,
my house.
Like-
So it'll be better than what they have, but we probably need.
Well, these are
more
not
of
the
the
original windows.
I'm assuming that they are.
No, they're not the original windows.
No, I mean,
No.
the windows being put in are energy
Or,
efficient.
well, like double paned or something.
Be nice to get some specs.
Yeah, we probably should see what they're putting in before we send it on to the city. Just because we're recommending this for energy savings. and
Okay, so what
efficiency.
questions, because I'm willing to do that.
Okay, who's doing the windows, what kind?
Brand windows, yeah.
Yeah, what's the
Brand.
brand, and I guess they
What
would
type
be
of window?
sash windows.
Energy
So
efficient,
it's there, but we probably
Element.
need a little bit.
Yeah.
what did you say?
Our value.
Mhm.
Yeah, good point. That kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I will do that and
Thank you,
get,
Cory.
something at the next meeting.
Okay?
And like I said, it's a long shot.
Yeah.
Probably a long shot for the city to budget for this, but the city has really neglected that chamber.
Well, it is a city building.
It
And
is
if
a
we
city building.
keep after them, maybe eventually.
Well, we'll plant the seed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next day, Earth Day, Arbor Day events. Did we kind of talk about that?
We
or-
did. It's gonna be part of the sustainability.
Oh, perfect.
Do you guys have thoughts on Earth Day? That would be a spring thing versus a fall thing.
Well, we talked about that at parks, and, you know, the weather's usually, it can be good.
It can be good sometimes, but-
Earth Week,
Could be 4 feet of snow.
right. This year, it was probably, it might have been raining.
I
but it
think
could
Earth
be
Day
good.
is April 22nd or
Right.
something,
Mhm.
you know, and around here.
Is it worth doing an inside thing?
Yeah, the inside is an option. Roosevelt Center, the Civic Center, that is an
I
option.
was just curious if you guys had opinions.
Well, and Stephanie mentioned she'd like to see the Sustainability Festival grow into
More than.
more
one.
than once a year, and April is kind of the opposite end of the calendar there. That might be a
Might be something.
good time
we
to
could-
do another event.
Well, we did used to have an Earth Day event, and
Mhm.
remember that, where it was, it was in the parking lot between, the library and the, Arts Guild, and there were booth sets set up, and this and that, and food, and blah, 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 and we combined it with, a Parks Cleanup Day, and, anyway,
The couple that I went to, I thought were fun.
they are fun.
They were.
Is that where we did the Dark Skies table that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had the guys come with the big
Mhm.
telescope.
Yeah, that's right, Randy brought out his huge,
Yep.
We might want to revive that. You know, I think we just let it slide for a little bit just because of,
Turnover.
we didn't want to burn people out and say,
Well,
oh,
in
it's the same
turnover,
old
you
thing.
know, we just, Courtney left and
Yeah,
she was
Yeah.
sort of a,
yeah.
And it is a good time of year, I mean, it's Earth Day, and it's a good time of year for people to be thinking about, you know,
cleanup.
Cleaning up.
planting and cleaning
Yeah.
up and all of that. And maybe if we had an outdoor-indoor combination, so.
Yeah.
the thing in advance of spring cleanup day that's like, hey, you can actually recycle this scrap versus.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right, right.
Explain what they will take, and
Mhm.
maybe what to do with the things that they won't take, how you can get
Yeah.
rid of it yourself.
Okay, let's move on. We'll just keep that on the agenda, you
Yeah.
know, like a lot of other things.
Right. Talk, talk, talk.
Okay, Northwest Energy FERC filing update. We did get together and write this letter, and it was presented. Thank you very much, Jeremy,
Yes,
for
thank you.
presenting it
Yeah,
to not only
that's
the
great.
admin committee. Why would it be to the admin committee?
Somebody had to take it.
Okay.
Like, that was the
Thank
main
you.
reason.
Perfect. Well, to the admin committee, and then I believe it was presented to the board that night.
Mhm.
So, what's the follow-up? What has
To the
happened?
board, you mean the council?
The council, excuse me,
Yeah.
sorry.
So everybody signed on.
Wow.
We
Really?
submitted- Yep.
Wow.
I wanted it to be unanimous.
Yeah.
I tried to be progressive, but,
And you were.
so that's submitted, and we got, I think I forwarded the
Yeah. that was-
confirmation that it's been received and recorded
And where was it,
Response,
where
great
did you
response.
submit it?
to the Public Service Commission through their
Okay.
public comment.
And that was a extensive response.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it-
Looks like they paid attention to it, I mean.
right, somebody filed it at
Yeah,
least.
right.
But according to MEIC, we have till the end of the summer probably that they'll still be assembling and looking at it, so it's worth still filing individual ones
Okay.
if you feel like it.
Okay.
But I don't know that there's a specific other window coming up, at least not that I've seen. Do you have a?
And just so you know, there is a meeting in Broadview on Thursday night,
That's right.
Oh.
Yep.
About the AI.
specifically about
AI.
development there.
Who's organizing that meeting?
MEIC.
NEIC, but
Wow.
there'll be different representatives there from different organizations, including the one woman that they wrote a New York Times article about.
Yeah.
Okay.
The local one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Zoom link to it too. I'll send it to you guys.
Would you please?
Yeah, 'cause I don't know if I'll be
Okay.
able to make it up.
And did you say Thursday?
I think 5:30.
And who's sponsoring it? Who's, MA?
Montana Environmental
Yeah.
There will be going to be
Information Center.
Wow.
And what's her name?
Ann
that
Hedges.
runs it.
Ann Hedges.
Ann Hedges?
Yep.
Ann Hedges.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because she had an incredible article.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Montana.
She's the one who got back to me too, also. Very responsive. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and
6
it's
o'clock.
Zoom at 6 PM.
Yeah, word that right now.
In addition to Ann Hedges being there, a Billings pediatrician who lives here, Lori Byron, is going to be speaking, a retired refinery worker, former county commissioner from Oregon, and a person who calls herself just one Montanan.
That's great.
Perfect.
On the topic of how to do anything, Northern Plains has a dedicated staff person on data centers. And they're looking to organize in local communities. So that is, I don't think right now they have the information that MEIC does, partly because Northern Plains is going through this big restructuring. But there is a meeting this Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
CCR, course, that's all. CCRC has been doing conversations with people throughout the community. They've gathered that data, they're compiling it, and at this meeting, they'll present what they found and divvy people up to talk about what they feel needs to be done. And following that, there will be training, I think, June 29th, on how to organize and get moving in your community. So, you know, it'll be interesting. If anybody is interested in attending, it's this Wednesday, 5:30, Senior Center. There'll be food. And it is an opportunity for people to organize around topics they're interested in. And CCRC is sort of moving away from the old way of doing things into a new structure that Northern Plains.
Seems like they're more into the community building.
Yes.
Let's listen to the community, what's the interest, and let's organize.
That's what the new, strategic plan out of Northern Plains is encouraging. So, who knows what will happen, but the meeting Wednesday, that is an opportunity to.
Here. And you can also go to Northern Plains website, they do have some
Yes,
information on there, maybe not quite as much as any
They
idea that
don't.
they're starting.
but and I think that will grow, but yeah.
I'll plan to go to that, but I'll have to move the Heroes meeting.
I know, maybe you should too.
I did send
Did
an
you?
email,
Oh,
so
good,
maybe we can
good.
bump it back a week or something like that.
Yeah, another day, okay, good, great.
Perfect, thank you. Oh, that's great. It's in every newspaper and every, you know, it's a huge topic, not only, of course, locally, but nationally.
And since we are responsible for electricity, it's,
Yeah.
oh.
I think
And I do know that the State Democratic Party is having their meeting in Billings on, just through the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they'll be working on the State Democratic platform.
Oh.
And this is one of the things that they will be considering putting in their
Oh,
platform.
interesting,
There's a lot of controversy, as you can well imagine.
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of money that is being promised to various candidates to.
Oh, imagine, yeah,
Oh.
a lot of conflict, a
And-
lot of conflict.
And
Money.
that is including one of our county candidates moving forward, and it's not someone from the Democratic Party.
Could you be more specific?
I would say there's a state representative, a current and an incumbent, who has been receiving money.
Okay.
When you look at the amount of money that's been donated to a campaign,
Oh,
his campaign.
From data center interests.
oh.
Of course there is.
Anyway,
Good grief.
so,
Well,
one last thing, which doesn't really have much to do with this, but, Tom Tester, one of our former senators, is on the board now of Anthropic.
What, really?
Yep,
Yes.
okay.
For what?
Interesting.
Anthropic.
A
Anthropic?
very large AI organization.
Wow.
What is it?
Interesting.
And what might be the reason for that? Did I just say money?
Mhm, mhm.
Anyway. So
Wow.
We just all need, I think it's real important for the Sustainability Committee to stay on top of this and to keep informing the city council information that comes to you that can affect Carbon County residents, or Carbon County city residents.
Yeah,
And anything in the county probably is gonna affect city
Right.
residents to a degree,
right.
especially things
Right.
dealing with water and electricity.
And
Yeah,
Northwestern
no
Energy,
kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
No kidding. Ay, ay, ay.
I mean, this, like, 6 figures. The annual
Donations
payment to Mr. Tester.
to be on board.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, that's disappointing.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, welcome. We're just through our agenda.
Well, perfect.
Your timing is perfect.
I wasn't here for it, I was just here for the end.
All right.
So we saved something,
What?
Republic Services.
Republic Services contract. Anything there? Do we have a
It's done.
contract?
It's done, it's passed, it's, yeah.
Okay.
Council's approved, it's there.
Okay.
There are still some things we are working on. The only thing that I can tell you related to that is council is revisiting an ordinance about who has to have a city trash can. The practice has been every resident in the city has one. If you have a fourplex or more, you have the option of signing out of that and then just contracting directly with Republic Services. they're making that an ordinance rather than just a policy in the way it's always been done. The one thing that came up for debate or discussion is that there was a specific case that came in. There's an individual who has 2 units on his property. Conversely, has 2 water meters, sewer meters and everything, which is how we have triggered it before, and they are changing the wording to say it's triggered by the property, aka the parcel, as opposed by the number of water meters, and an option that if you are only using one of them and will swear an affidavit that says you aren't renting it out and it's not being used as a rental unit, then you can get away with just one. And it's an ordinance that's basically written to impact maybe less than a half a dozen people. The concern is our contract is a yearly thing. We tell them how many we have and then we stick with that. So like, we don't have people signing out because I'm not here in the winter or I'm not here in the summer.
Right.
If you're in the city, you have a trash can. The flip side of that is you're paying half for it, what anybody else is immediately outside of city limits.
Okay.
So that's related, and council is still picking that up if it's something you guys have feelings or thoughts on.
So if a person has 2 houses, but no one's living in one,
And they're on the same piece of property.
same lot, and you can guarantee no one will move in during the year.
Yeah, and you'll sign an affidavit to that extent. Then you can get away with having 1 trash bill rather than 2 trash bills.
And 2 trash cans specifically.
And 2 trash cans. By the way, there's also a clause in there, they already passed an ordinance that if your trash can is overflowing, you get fined $100. And if that happens 3 times in a year, they will tell you you're getting another can. It won't be a discussion point anymore at that point.
Good.
Well, I wondered too, for someone who has a short-term rental and they're advertising it sleeps 8 or it sleeps 12, I mean, what's the number where they should have to have 2 cans?
The answer is they can call and ask for a second can anytime they want. After 3 times of being told you need bigger cans, then it's no longer a discussion.
If they ask for a second can, do they automatically pay for that?
They are actually billed that separately
Yeah.
through Republic, but it's also at it's like $10. So it's significantly cheaper than even the regular can. But some people like to put their grass in there and haul it away, so it's $10 for that can as opposed to $30 for the first can.
But, in our area, it's typically, a short-term rental that they leave, they put the can out, the lid's not locked because they had 11 people there and they generated a lot of trash and they're not recycling, and they go away, and,
That's the property owner's
you
issue.
tell, I know it
Wouldn't
is.
that be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should have to
Title
have
responsibility.
2 cans. If they're saying you can sleep 12 people in this house, and people do that.
No, they'll get charged $100 every time that gets identified as there. So if
But
somebody needs to
who
report it
identifies?
or.
What's the enforcement
Someone has
process?
to, report it.
So
We don't
it
have
has
the
to be
manpower
reported.
to go look
You
at
can call dispatch. If it's there, they notify the police, they go out, they write them a $100 ticket. Or FWP will write them a $100 ticket.
The third time.
After the first time.
Oh, the first time.
The first time. After $300 ticket,
Oh.
then you're getting another can.
Okay.
But my concern is,
That's in the
will
ordinance
it,
that's
will
coming
it
up
get
still.
reported?
Pardon?
Well, I think you can call somebody in.
I could
Yeah, you're gonna
call,
rat somebody out, and you can do it anonymously.
Do enough citizens know that the
I don't.
That's an
resolution
option.
to this is for you to call
Make the call.
because your neighbor's can is,
If they call and ask, I tell them,
but
and you can tell them, and.
that call has to be made, okay?
Right.
And
It's
I
hard
think
to
to
do.
your point, we could probably do something in the paper, but even that doesn't reach
No.
everybody.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
The
Yeah.
biggest thing we were trying to do was
Yeah.
to make sure that the police had a mechanism at their disposal
To
to
take
enforce
reports.
it as they
Right.
became aware of
I
it.
guess it's what
So you're
And
not,
to have it be meaningful.
you're not expecting the drivers to call it in?
No, but they have let us know if there's a really egregious situation
Right.
before. So,
That would be-
in my neighborhood, and I'm not far from
It
you,
would.
the worst offender is actually a home with a single person, and occasionally her son is there, and how they do 2+ trash cans. They had 2 trash cans and it was still full. I'm surprised there's not an Amazon warehouse in their backyard, but I don't know. Yeah, so there's no rhyme or reason other than we're trying to get on top of it.
Well, and I think if you also, you know, if there's any sort of message that goes out, it's like, you know, we don't want a bear attracted to our street, especially by somebody from out of town who then goes away and doesn't, you know, doesn't.
And it is part of our bear message, and it's a two-part, it's protect yourself, but also protect the bear, because as soon as
Exactly.
people have bad habits that train a bear, that a trash can, that a bird feeder
Mm-hmm.
is an issue, then that bear ends up getting put down.
Right.
And just as an FYI, in our town, bird feeders are now higher than trash, as far as reason bears are getting naughty and have to be put down. I think there's an opportunity coming up where we need to probably have a class that doesn't say don't have bird feeders, but rather have a class that's like, here's what our alternatives to bird feeders are. Whether it's a bird bath or it's, you know, but it's interesting because, and my wife loves a bird feeder. I bring them in at night. Well, they spill. And the birds and the deer don't necessarily, and by the way, and the deer is a problem also. Bears, deer, and turkey are illegal to feed in the state of Montana. So,
I thought you
Mostly
said feed
winter,
turkeys, but.
just the trash. I mean, bears and animals are a problem, but we really just don't want.
we don't want trash out there either.
Yeah, and maybe, since this is a new thing, if people start talking about, I got $100 fine, I got $100 fine. I mean, once it starts, the word might spread
I'm
that,
sure one or two
Yeah,
of those.
a couple people get a fine, they're gonna go.
yeah.
Just find out about it.
Well,
You're gonna
so
tell a lot of their friends, yeah.
on our street, a house just sold, and when they moved out, overflowing can, new people moved in. They're not there full-time yet, maybe not going to be, I'm not sure. They had an overflowing can, and, I haven't been able to get down there
I
with
was
the
gonna say, do they have
sticker.
a sticker yet?
No, I haven't been able to get down there, but, you know, it's like, well, I don't, you know, I'm not gonna report the people who just moved, obviously, but the new people, you know, obviously don't get that they, you know,
They at least
we
need
have
to be
wildlife,
educated.
you know, we have bears that are our neighbors, so,
You might bring a apple pie over there and
Yeah.
explain to them.
well, I'll
This
make you
is an issue.
a sticker on there.
I'll give you the pie if you let me explain the trash situation.
Chocolate chip diplomacy goes a long way.
Has the Bear Aware group talked with, property managers about putting in information into the rental?
They're in
I
all of
believe
them.
that-
They're in all of them right now.
Maybe realtors could start doing that for new buyers.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
There was a great picture, or there's a great thing on video on Facebook. Anybody see this week, of a bear somewhere right here in town,
Oh, yeah.
knocking over the trash can and turning it over? and-
Yeah, I saw that.
Did he get in it, or did
No,
it
not
stay
at all.
closed?
Did he
But
jump
it
on
was
it, or
blocked
did he
the
just?
way it was supposed to be, and it wasn't overflowing. It'd be great if you could put that on the
That-
sustainability
yeah.
webpage.
Yeah.
The video,
They work.
yeah.
I have
Okay,
a
guys,
couple
we're close to-
questions
go ahead.
on the trash, subject that maybe you could answer. When we were putting up stickers in the alley, just, west of Broadway, I noticed there were some, I think they were blue recycle cans. Are there some people that are contracting to recycle?
So, no, I
That
don't
you
think,
know of?
that, they may be, but it's not through the city. So all the businesses
Not-
have their own separate contract with Republic. So no involvement from the city at all. They might also be contracting recycling services.
No.
My guess is they probably just have a blue can that they're using for trash.
It was
They
just
don't-
private homes.
They don't
when
lock.
they were doing it.
Oh,
Yeah, like I said, but if we're aware of a business, so the ordinance that they did pass, as opposed to the one that we're still working on, does say that they need to be closed containers, and that applies to businesses and individuals too. So if there's a business that has attractants, and that's where the actual ordinance, and Jeremy, please correct me if I'm wrong, but my recollection is the ordinance says if there's an attractant, it has to be a bear resistant can.
Yeah, that's why I'm assuming maybe these are being used for recycling, but I know our city doesn't pick up
No.
recycling, so I was just curious if you had any idea.
I'm not aware of any
And
organized
then,
effort.
my other question to you is, I thought I heard you say in a council meeting that there will be smaller carts available for people, but they're gonna cost the same price.
Those are both true statements.
Do you think that there's any possibility moving forward that at some point the smaller cart might be
Yeah.
a lesser fee to help encourage people to maybe recycle instead of needing the big?
Certainly, it's something that can come up. When we raised it with Republic, they didn't offer us a different price for it. So we're basically charging the same price that what we pay. Could we renegotiate that? That was part of the conversation, and I thought we were going there, and they basically came out and said, no, we're not going that. I think council, maybe staff, had a concern that people would get the smaller can that was less and then still be overflowing more.
Well, then they could do a lot of $100 fines and make money for the city.
Well, but I think my recollection, and that was part of what Republic's issue with it was too, is that when they've done that, it just leads to more overflows and more. So they just said, you can have them, but we're gonna charge you the same rate. And we said, we still want the option.
They didn't want to incentivize a lesser rate.
Well, and maybe if
Gonna
enough
shoot
people
for
have
them.
small carts and they're using them responsibly,
Yeah,
eventually we might be able to get a lesser rate.
it would be a
for
nice thing to aim for. It
Yeah.
really would.
Yeah.
To reduce, just reducing garbage.
Okay, guys,
I'm sorry for coming and making your meeting 10 minutes longer.
no, not at all. Thanks for coming, Dave.
We saved. that one for the last-
Everybody, we've got some people have some assignments. Mine is chamber windows. We have some great, Zoom meetings and community meetings coming up. Be thinking about the, Sustainability Festival and, tuck away that recycling center, design idea. Okay?
Yeah.
Go to recycling, take your recycling and
Need to
see if you
walk
can
around
figure out what
more.
he's talking about. Okay? I'd draw a picture, but I can't draw.
Maybe Kyle give you a tour and.
Yeah, Kyle will tell you.